Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today I want to talk about the best solo queue operator in Rainbow Six Siege and why I think it's Maestro. And I want to start doing some videos like this because I feel like I've played this game for 260 levels. People don't want to watch clip compilations by some random guy. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and tell you some shit I've learned. 1. If you're an antisocial asshole like me, you want to try to play this game intelligently and with the best operators and the best intel gatherers that you can if you're going to do it alone. Number 1, Maestro is great for countering Habana pellets as well as thermite charges. You don't have to fucking worry about your team doing it. You don't have to worry about if anyone chooses a bandit or not, or if they're going to trick it with Cade. 2, barbed wire. This guy has tons of fucking barbed wire. Well, 2. But that right there can give you time to react to someone peeking around the corner. When you hear someone hitting that barbed wire, if you set it up in the right places, you'll always be prepared to take down that enemy. Number 3, lots and lots of ammo. Maestro has a shit ton of ammo. And along with that ammo, he's got a fucking ACOG. So, let's go down the line. He's got cameras. He's got an ACOG. He's got a shit ton of ammo. He can deny hatches from being opened with said cameras. And the best part of all, he has a fucking pocket shotgun. Useful for opening up underneath floors, walls, opening up hatches themselves, or just making some murder holes. This, and from the footage I'm about to show you, is why I think if you're going to take it alone, you better take it with Maestro.
Hazard container.
I come in here as an attacker, I'm going to hide right here. I'm going to hide behind the table, which means I'm going to fry your ass. And I'm going to put another one up here to deny hatch. Okay, so at this point, I'm putting a camera downstairs, so in case the attackers rotate to side and start securing before I'm able to get downstairs, I can distract them by shooting them in the back with my turret. I'm also going to put a turret upstairs to deny possible Habana pellets or maybe a thermite charge. I'm going to use that camera and play upstairs strategically on my own because guess what? Casual or ranked, you're playing alone. No one's going to have your back. Barbed wire is your best friend when you solo queue. If you want to go against more than one enemy, barbed wire is great for not only telling you where enemies are coming from, but slowing the other ones down that are about to fuck your ass up in retaliation. So I hear them break glass, and so I go on my camera to see if they're breaking where I think they're breaking, which is upstairs on the catwalk. I hear her throw down a drone, and so I know to peek. I immediately get back on my camera to make sure they're not pushing me upstairs. At this point I get spotted and assume they're going to wallbang me from upstairs bedroom. So I rotate back to site and focus on denying the thermite and or Habana. That's always fun. Now, because this is just a try-hard casual clip, they have plenty of time to get hatch. And they've droned the bedroom out several times. So I know they're going to get hatch. At this point, I get off my drone and look to see if site has been compromised. You don't want to get too involved in what you're doing on your cameras. Even as an attacker, don't stay on your drone forever. Pause, take a break, look around. I see a drone headed west main stairs, but the drone never comes down.
I'll try to get it.
I waited until he was busy pressing his charge button because I knew he was going to shoot me right in the cam. The drone is on stairs. At this point, I'm just trying to deny them getting the hatch, which unfortunately I don't manage. Being a casual match, I'm using a bad angle. Don't use that angle in ranked. It'll get your head shot off. Always be careful of that drone hole. It can bite you in the ankle, so to speak. That was the worst pun ever. I apologize. At this point, I head in and pre-fire that wall, hoping that I can distract him enough to get a headshot on him.
One's outside kitchen window.
I get a call that someone is outside kitchen window, and I know that fireplace door has already been broken.
You have entered an enemy-controlled area. Leave now. You have been spotted. Op 4, last operator standing.
Say what you want about that fucking shot. Bad. Bet she died. Now I know that the last one is Thermite, who was upstairs. So instead of going straight around that 90 corner, I head through library and try to get an angle. I still see him outside of the doorway, and I pop a few shots, but I go to my shotgun, which isn't going to do it.
Still out
There's 29 seconds left, so I know I just need to push him and hopefully just get the kill. Otherwise, he's still going to die. At this point, I've served my purpose, and I'm just going to spam the shit out of him.
Fuck, that was awful.
Yeah, it was, but you got it. Unfortunately, Maestro doesn't always guarantee a win, especially when you have pure cancer headed at your face at 900 miles an hour. Nomad's bad enough, but then there's Blitz, and I'm being tracked by Jackal. There's smoke. That means there could be a possible glass. I end up injuring one, take out my little shotgun, take her out, but I'm completely out of ammo. So I'm taking my time, hoping I don't get shot through the floor. Then guess what happens? Yeah, that happens. Oh, boy. This is really hard for them, 1v5. Damn. Fuckers. So this is a Pickin Band without Mira, and I'm using 2 Maestro cams to try to watch my ass while I'm hiding behind this counter. And I think I'm going to start doing this more often because it seems to really help me out.
Bucking hit by you.
Especially when your teammates aren't exactly coordinated.
One thing to your left there, Echo.
So here I get killed. But before the round started, I used my sidearm shotgun to blow holes in the floor to deny plant from underneath beside vault door, as seen here. Although unfortunately that doesn't always go to plan, especially when solo queuing.
1 Op 4 remaining.
What, right beside me? Oh,
Diffuser located.
what?
Protect the bombs. Disable the diffuser.
Okay.
1 friendly operator remaining.
Nice. Oh,
Failed.
God.
These were eliminated.
Okay, because this is Pickin Band, we get 2 defense rounds in a row. But you can see me right here, where I'm destroying the floor so I can deny plant from underneath, possibly.
Located the bomb.
It's a good one to think about. This camera is set up to look through the hole at the door inside games room. Occasionally your teammates will fuck up. The shotgun is very useful for moments like that.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Get ready to engage.
So between opening the floor, fixing rotation hole, putting down my cameras, I did not have time to fully reinforce. It's okay, but one of our guys was AFK and did not reinforce necessary walls, which is why I'm having to reinforce on the outside because he's in the way. I get stuck on a rook, I get shot in the ass, it's all in a day's work.
located a bomb. You know what to do.
I got Buck.
Sorry, Buck.
Okay, switch is in hallway.
Downstairs.
Wait, what?
Bill could be where I died.
Please do not use this call out. It is incredibly hard to see where someone has died during an encounter like this. Be as thorough as you can. It will help out tremendously. I'm gonna teach you a trick that I do when a Monty is pushing me. If you pretend you are so distracted that you don't notice they're there, they always let their shield down.
Op 4, last operator standing.
You guys got cams?
I would show you how this ends, but it's a lot of back and forth and I don't want to use up any more of your time. Let's just say I die. This clip is just an attempt to show you how useful Maestro is at creating murder holes and lines of sight.
I got a dash or switch.
Thatcher's in a skylight.
When I shoot the wall, I make sure to shoot away from me, because usually people pre-fire newly made holes.
Thermite is up there too. They're probably about to do a front bridge. Yep. You just dash. Watch out for that wall. You could probably try to get a flank.
They're all in that room that I'm pinging.
Once again, try to be a little more specific.
I think they're all in the skylight.
Maestro is great at creating interesting lines of sight that your enemy do not expect. I make this so I don't have to stand behind that couch and get wall banged. However, unfortunately, I still have to protect bomb, and it doesn't go well for me.
Op 4.
Damn, huh?
When making lines of sight, make sure the enemy doesn't use them to their advantage.
One Op 4 remaining.
Same place, construction.
Friendly's victorious. Hostiles eliminated.
Also, if you're trying to clutch when your friend is not only listening to your stream, but also microwaving fucking Chinese food, please mute him.
Please turn down your radio. We can't hear.
Turn down my radio.
I'm just making fun of. Nothing.
Another tip is if you place your cams above hatches,
Hold on.
it's harder for a sledge or a maverick to destroy them.
Hold on. You
Just remember to blow the hatch out afterwards.
Down to 10.
When you see pro players and streamers punching things on desks, it's not because they have ADD, it's because lines of sight are very important.
Keep an eye out.
Clear off any destructible object you possibly can to give yourself a better advantage.
I'm gonna die right here, right now. If they spawned out there,
PlayStation.
Here's a good example of Maestro's sidearm.
Play with Garrett.
If I didn't have this shotgun, I would have been stuck in the corner.
I wonder if he's smart enough to know what I'm gonna do.
Also, please remember to mute people on Steam, because people making Chinese food is very distracting.
No, we don't have anyone on OBJ.
5. Op 4 has located a bomb.
There's a nomad, it seems.
Op 4 has located a bomb.
So watch it coming back upstairs. She probably
You just get forward.
Nice. Let's go.
Unfortunately, Maestro is a large guy, and if you're the type who likes running and gunning and roaming,
Probably come soon.
he may not be for you. But I encourage you to give him a try. He's a hell of a guy, and a hell of an operator.
Watch this cam for me.
You will I be good.
Where's that Legion? Tell him.
Other side.
Just a general thing.
He was gonna
Op
push
4
over.
eliminated. Mission successful.
Thanks for the follow, whoever that was. Appreciate it.
Call outs rank great on this map.
Yeah, that's fine.
Some people said he died microwaving that Chinese food. Others say he's still out there, never stopping or settling down, free to microwave whatever Chinese food he finds. Simply living to ruin the headsets and the videos of other people. Again and again and again. This has been Johnny Jones. Have a good day.